I lit the fuse and then right away, boom. I look over and my left hand was gone. There was nothing left. I accidentally blew myself up. Ever since I can remember, I've always loved pyrotechnics. Pyrotechnics, in really simple term, is fireworks. I had an obsession with the science behind it, that you can mix these certain chemicals together and get these really cool reactions. I wanted to create a waterproof explosive that when it went off underwater, it would shoot a huge geyser of water up. I've been working on this waterproof explosive for quite a while, trying to get a design that was safe, have cables going into it to set this off remotely. Now, I got married on a Friday. And then on the following Wednesday, so just 5 days later, we decided to take some of my family and go bridge jumping, kind of give them this neat experience. There's these old abandoned train bridges on the edge of a reservoir, and they're really fun to jump off into the water. When we got out there, I decided that I was going to show off this waterproof explosive. My family were standing on top of the bridge, and I got to right beside the river. And I was setting up this explosive. Because I didn't have time to practice, I decided that I'll just get a really long burn fuse that should give me about 30 seconds worth of burn time. I get everything set up, and then I tell my brother to start recording. I light my fuse, and just as I pull my hand away, it goes off right beside my face. And I remember getting thrown back, and all I could hear was this really high-pitched ringing. I remember thinking, well, I have to be dead. And all of a sudden, this huge rush of pain came in, and I'm like, I'm alive. And I could hear my family screaming from the bridge, and the force of the blast was so strong that it had actually blown my clothes off. And my entire body, head to toe, was covered in shrapnel wounds. My family decided that they were gonna try to carry me up this huge steep embankment and get me across these old abandoned train bridges. Now we got to the truck and we take off. I'm laying in the box of this truck and I was in so much pain. And my wife, I said, I honestly don't think I'm gonna make it. And my wife, being the incredible woman that she is, said, what are you talking about? You're not going anywhere. And she was a huge strength for me in that moment. We met up with the ambulance. And they decided that they're gonna airlift me to a bigger hospital. I was in an induced coma for about a week. When I woke up, I was in the most pain that I'd ever been. The explosion resulted in quite an array of injuries. My hand was missing. The shrapnel blasted into my face, and so I lost vision in my left eye. I had to get surgery to get new eardrums. It fractured the orbital bones in my face, and then it covered my entire body in shrapnel wounds. I love this scar. You can actually see all my ligaments moving. I chose the hook prosthetic. I can dig in the ground with it, can weld with it. I like to make my own attachments. I can play piano. I don't play with explosives anymore. I still love them and watch them from a distance. Looking back, there's all these red flags. I had gotten so comfortable and so complacent with this explosive that I didn't really notice the dangers. After my accident, I appreciated things a lot more. And it gave me this incredible new lease on life. I get to see my wife again, travel the world, speaking to youth and audiences all over the world. The biggest thing that I try to teach anyone who has a hobby that is dangerous, you have to ask yourself, is it worth it? If you think it is, ask yourself, what can I do to make this as safe as possible? If you don't think it's worth it, then just don't do it. I am seen. Are you?